And new at 10, the MPEV, or the multi-purpose event venue that's slated to be built in downtown Amarillo on the land where the Coca-Cola plant now stands next to City Hall.
And while the project is moving full speed ahead, there are many questions as to why this major project was never put to a vote and if this is a wise investment for Amarillo. ABC 7 investigator David Grasso-Ortega looked into this issue and has more this evening. Good evening, David.
Lisa, Larry, downtown officials say the MPEV is much more than a ballpark and will spur much needed investment downtown. Lately, the #1 question we received from viewers is regarding the MPEV and if we're contractually committed to this project at this point.
The Amarillo Economic Development Corporation paid $8.5 million for this land downtown to build the MPEV, or multi-purpose event venue. Downtown development officials say having a stadium is luring hundreds of millions of dollars of private investment to downtown.
I think the prospect of the MPEV has been critical to spurring the investment that has already happened and the investment which is, I think, about to happen.
It's not about baseball as much as it is around entertainment, that the entertainment options that you could offer with this multi-purpose event center would not only include baseball but would include concerts and other sporting activities.
But there are many concerns about the MPEV. They range from being too small for minor league baseball teams, not being financially sustainable, and the constant suggestion that the money could be used to renovate the Civic Center, which already has a venue as large as the projected size of the MPEV. Downtown officials we spoke to disagree.
I go to the grocery store and a lot of people come up to me and talk about things, and they are genuinely excited about the ballpark because they see it as the opportunity for downtown to begin to evolve towards one of those places that they want to be.
If you haven't dug into it, and it's hard to understand what it is that's being proposed, then you might think somebody's getting into your pocket for this. But mostly it's about the people going to the ballpark are going to end up paying for it.
The project would be financed by the hotel occupancy tax, the tax that's collected when people stay in hotels mostly along the I-40 corridor. We spoke to one hotel owner who says money could be used for much-needed beautification in the area where most of the revenue is generated.
So I think that we need to concentrate more on beautifying, all of Amarillo, the I-40 corridor, especially because that's where the bread and butter is at, that's where the money's at, instead of concentrating just on a ballpark.
And to the #1 question we received from viewers, whether we are legally required to build the MPEV at this point?
At this point, we are not contractually required to build the MPEV.
But Richard Brown of the local government corporation told us existing contracts with the hotel and the parking garage could mean the city will have to shell out money if they decide not to proceed with the MPEV.
Well, there are some things that are going to happen downtown no matter who gets elected because contracts have already been signed, construction is already underway, and I'm confident that no one who's elected to the city council is going to start off by saying, let's break contracts.
And we asked you to weigh in on the ballpark, and the vast majority of comments were decidedly negative. Gary from Amarillo says, what a waste. We need new leadership that would be more concerned about keeping up what we already have. And Ken from Amarillo says the best way you can send a message to the city leadership is by voting in the upcoming election. From the Kennedy Broadcast Center, David Grasso-Ortega, ABC 7 News.